What's going on, guys? Macho Man Matty Savage here from the Smack Talk team. I've got the whole team alongside me for this episode of the People's Podcast. I've got Timo, Dan Go, and Insider BA. Damn it. There it is. We're live now, guys. We are live on YouTube. We'll have the audio up later on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Things happen, technical difficulties at all times, but we make the best of it. We are here to talk Royal Rumble, guys. We are less than 5 hours away from the pay-per-view now, or the premium live event as they're calling them nowadays on Peacock. So yeah, guys, this is it. This is my favorite pay-per-view of the year, aside from probably WrestleMania. But other than that, man, the Royal Rumble is what really. This is it. This is what gets us to WrestleMania. So let's build it up.
I'm so excited because as much as I love WrestleMania, my hands down favorite pay-per-view of all time is the Royal Rumble. Just the men's, like, throw them over the top rope. Both feet have to touch the floor. Shawn Michaels hits it once, and he comes back in, knocks British Bulldog off that top rope. Like, the hype, the excitement. I am so ready. I have the amount of rumors I have heard. If you're not following @_InsiderBA on Twitter, you're messing up, because I've broke a lot of rumors. And if you don't want to be spoiled, then obviously don't follow me. But hey, go follow me. Just don't turn on notifications for me. Just don't look at me. But yeah, I have so many rumors that it kind of influences my predictions. I'll touch base here and there for a few of them, but the rest of them, go follow @_InsiderBA on Twitter.
So I think I say this every year. It's my favorite wrestling event, and it's also my favorite podcast, just because you never know what can happen at the Royal Rumble. There are so many surprises, so many moments. The event itself is legendary. The thing about the Royal Rumble is it kind of brings you back to your childhood love of wrestling, where it's fun. The Royal Rumble is fun. Sometimes WWE loses the fun and they get they follow the same formula all the time, and that goes out the window at the Rumble, because you have legends returning, you got call-ups coming in, you got people from other organizations showing up. You never know what can happen. And it, like Macho Man Matty Swagger said,
Spit it out.
This leads us to the WrestleMania, which is the biggest event of the year. So it's always a fun.
We're on the road, baby. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We're all going to be.
Excuse me.
Three quarters of us are going to be there in Dallas with that big ass Titantron. I can't wait.
That's how you put butts in seats.
Yeah. I was just watching on the network the 2021 Royal Rumble, and just a reminder, y'all, 2021 Royal Rumble was in the Thunderdome. So it was no fans, no WWE Universe out there cheering. This year, they gotta give us what we want. They gotta bring the energy, which I don't doubt they will. They won't. So I'm excited, man. And not even that. Last year's Royal Rumble, maybe the year before, the card wasn't as built as this card is built, minus the both Rumbles. Like, we got Brock versus Bobby Lashley. Like, we've been waiting 15 years for this thing to come on down, happen. So, and come on, you got to acknowledge him. You got the greatest wrestler on the planet right now, Roman Reigns, and you're taking on the second best in the industry, Seth Rollins. Come at me if you think I'm wrong, but in your heart that's right. Man, their promos have been their back and forth promos have all been nothing but fire. So this match is going to be so damn clean. And again, if you missed out 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, the Usos got disqualified, so that led Seth Rollins to be the winner. No interference
from the Usos, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that, right? So
if you're following along, we're live on YouTube, and I'm looking at the comments. So if you want to talk with us, go ahead and comment. I'll be feeding right back right at you.
Yeah, drop your predictions. We always encourage that, but just always know our predictions are better, or my predictions are the best, because if we keep track of our predictions for each pay-per-view, obviously, we keep track of our wins and losses, and leading the way right now is none other than myself. So let's not forget I've got a pretty damn good track record here with making picks. But I will say this. When it comes to this particular Royal Rumble, from both the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches themselves, I really don't know who's going to win. And I think that's a good thing going into this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I totally agree.
There's, obviously a lot of things changed last month once they had the COVID outbreak during day one. Seth Rollins lost his opportunity. Brock Lesnar became the champ out of nowhere. It was like, whoa, what the hell happened? Big E is back to being just a tag team New Day guy again. It's a lot can change. A lot can change, and a lot can change quickly. So yeah, I'm really excited for this pay-per-view, and I'm excited to get into each of these matches, breaking them down with you guys. You guys ready to rock and roll?
Always.
It's time.
It's time. Let's talk about the first match, guys. It's a mixed tag team match. Edge and Beth Phoenix taking on the Miz and Maurice. So this has been very well done there. This has been hyped up over, 3 months or so now. I think they've been going back and forth. It's a matchup of the veterans, and they're able to team up with their wives. I mean, it's something I thought they might have saved for WrestleMania, but again, we talked about this at the beginning. The Royal Rumble is one of their biggest pay-per-views of the year, so I'm not surprised to see this match on this card.
I'll start this one off. So this mixed match has been kind of building since day one. I think that was like the big start of this. And I don't think this feud is going to go on very long. I think this is kind of be one and done. I feel like you want Edge to do something bigger at WrestleMania, and Miz will probably go on and do another mixed tag match with someone else, or wrestle another celebrity, because that's what he's been doing. And I have Edge and Beth Phoenix winning this match. They're just going to get this over with. I don't see a rematch down the road. I feel like let's build it here, have a fun match. It's been a decent build, but I want to see Edge move on to something more exciting. And I want to see, Miz and Maurice have actually been pretty good. So they could, like I said, they could do another mixed tag match, or you're going to get another Miz versus a celebrity match at WrestleMania.
So I got a question. Who won when it was Edge versus The Miz?
Edge
won. Okay. So I'll be happy to go next. I also have Edge and Beth Phoenix winning this matchup. I don't know why. I kind of feel like it's not done, because this is all happening on Monday Night Raw, and they just do rematches left and right. So I don't know why. I can see another Edge versus The Miz, but our next pay-per-view after this is going to be in Saudi Arabia. So I don't know if they're going to the Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. So I don't know if maybe these Edge and Miz are in that, and then it leads to a match at WrestleMania. Like, I don't really know the direction of both of these guys. Like, obviously they're competing with AEW in the CM Punk and MJF storyline, but yeah, I don't know.
That's coming to an end next week, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's finally happening.
I guess maybe it is done after this.
Yeah, MJF and CM Punk next week. Stay tuned, AEW fans.
100%. I'll piggyback right off Tim and Insider BA. I got Beth Phoenix and Edge coming home with the W. Granted, this feud has been great up until this point. It's going to be a fun match, but I'm sorry. I love Edge. I love Beth. I love them all, but I just don't want them together in the ring. I'd rather them have a singles women match and a singles men's match. That is just my opinion.
Yeah, this feud, it's been built up well. It's your typical veteran feud between these guys. They're both great on the mic. Beth and Maurice, not so much. It's this match. I'm going to follow suit with you guys. I got to go with Edge and Beth Phoenix to pick up the win here. And yeah, I kind of hope it's done from here. I think I've seen enough of this.
Enough is enough.
And it's time for a change. And let's talk about the Raw Women's Championship now. Becky Lynch defending against Doudrop.
Oh, yeah. Piper Niven is the original name.
Yes, she is.
I think that's great. I'll start this one off. This one was an easy one for me. Does Doudrop have the credibility to be in the ring with Becky Lynch? Not at all. Sorry, girl. It's your name. It doesn't work for me. And this should be like a one and done. Get off the screen until you change your name. Maybe your music's a little too bubbly for you being that badass of a woman that you are portraying yourself to be. Little things like that can throw somebody off. And I think that's what's happening and Becky Lynch got to make quick work with this one. She retains for sure.
So I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of Dewdrop in the ring, but from what I have seen, I feel like she's still young and growing. And it is a little bit soon to put her in this title picture, but Becky Lynch can carry a feud with almost anyone. I don't think anyone doubts that Becky Lynch is walking away with this, but I do think that Piper Dewdrop, she can be the Nia Jax replacement, but much better in the future. She can be a better, safer worker, a more badass worker, in my opinion, because Nia Jax by the end, she became kind of lame. And we'll see what's in her future, but there's no way Becky Lynch is losing, especially before Mania, because Becky Lynch is your moneymaker at Mania.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dewdrop's got a bright future for sure. No, I'm gonna take that back. She don't have a bright future as long as she keeps the name Dewdrop. That's just not going to work. If she can get rid of that, and whether she goes back to her other name, Piper Nevin, whatever, then she's got a bright future. But no way is she winning this match. There's no chance in hell she's winning this match. But I will give you guys what I think is a potential spoiler, whether it is going to happen here or whether it's going to happen in the Women's Royal Rumble. Ronda Rousey is coming back, right? That's the big hype here. I think it's not happening in the Rumble match, and that'll reflect in my pick later on. I think Ronda Rousey makes an appearance after this particular match to hype up the match that everybody wants to see, Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. So I'm taking it away from the Rumble. I think I wouldn't surprise me to see that in the Women's Rumble, but I think they're going to keep it aside because does anybody want to see Ronda Rousey win the Women's Rumble?
No.
I'd rather have it just come up.
I think she might get booed.
I don't mind seeing it.
So
I'll be that guy.
we're obviously going to go touch base on the Women's Royal Rumble, so I'll leave my spiel for that regarding Ronda Rousey. But if she was to win the Royal Rumble, then she needs to eliminate like Charlotte Flair, like that's what she needs to do for her to potentially not get booed. If she was to eliminate Bianca Belair, then you just once again you just ruined anything she had. But talking about Becky Lynch and Dewdrop, I do agree with Matt, and I think that she's not going to be in the Rumble. I believe she's going to show up just to like, hey, I'm back, bitch. But what's funny is the latest rumor is apparently she's going to be a SmackDown regular.
Ooh, Ronda?
Yeah. Now that she's back,
Wow.
she does have some appearances lined up for Monday Night Raw, for Monday, and maybe future appearances to build up this match with Becky Lynch. Because that's going to be the moneymaker for WrestleMania, all right? Dewdrop. By the way, my pick is Becky Lynch. Dewdrop, I hate to say it. You're just another Nia Jax now. And until you drop the name Dewdrop, you ain't going to be anything. So, yeah, the whole thing with Ronda, it's like she's going to show up face to face. And then, that's going to be WrestleMania for you. I don't think she wins the Rumble. And you'll see my prediction when it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble.
All right. Ain't time for the Rumble yet. So let's get into some of the big title matches, right? Brock Lesnar defending.
What are we going with? We're going with Brock. Okay.
We're going with Brock. It's time, baby. Brock Lesnar versus the almighty Bobby Lashley. A match, as Dan Go mentioned, 15 years in the making. Everybody's been waiting for this thing. Brock Lesnar is not taking Bobby Lashley seriously. If you guys have been following up on Raw each week, man, is Brock Lesnar underestimating what Bobby Lashley could do? And could Bobby Lashley really walk away at the Royal Rumble as the WWE champion once again?
Let me start this one. Yes, he can. My prediction, though, I have Brock Lesnar retaining. All right. I did a lot of tomfoolery in my next 3 matchups that I guess this might affect me or might not affect me, but it's just my track of what's going to happen tonight. So I'll talk about what could potentially happen, but regarding this matchup, it's been hyped for a decade. If you haven't listened, go listen to Raw Recap, Macho Man's Raw Recap, 15 minutes. I'm sorry, 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But yeah, listen, Brock Lesnar's winning this matchup just based off my plan that I have. But I can see Bobby winning and Brock entering the Men's Royal Rumble. And then that's how it sets up the whole Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. because that's gonna be the moneymaker there too. But just wait until my next few predictions, and then I'm just gonna go with Brock Lesnar here. I can't wait to see this match. It's two brutes going at it, and we'll see what happens.
So I'll go next. Basically, everything got thrown into disarray when Roman Reigns tested positive for COVID-19 right before WWE Day 1. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Change of plans. Brock Lesnar comes in, wins the title. Now we have Bobby Lashley building his fight versus Brock Lesnar. Like you said, 15 years in the making, however long it's been. They've never met in the ring like that. They also haven't met in the octagon. I'm just throwing that out there because Bobby Lashley was talking trash and saying pound for pound, skill for skill, he is better than Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
I would love to see them wrestle. I would love to see them fight in a cage. Maybe one day we will see that. And going back to how I started, things got interesting and thrown in disarray. I'm going to pick Bobby Lashley to beat Brock Lesnar. And you will find out why later on. I feel like maybe the Usos, they can't interfere in Roman Reigns' match. Doesn't mean they can't interfere in this match. A little payback for old Brock. Something that could go down. I'm just throwing out ways that my pick, because if it's straight up, if it's a straight up match, I see it hard for Bobby Lashley to actually win. So that's why I'm throwing that out there. But I'm going out on a limb. Bobby Lashley is getting that title back. I like Bobby Lashley with the title. I like what Bobby Lashley and MVP bring to the table. I could watch those two carry that title on a brand all day long. So I would like to see that again.
Wow. That threw me for a loop. Not change my thought. I got Brock Lesnar winning this on bitch because that man needs to get to Saudi Arabia with the belt on his arm, in his ass.
That's what's unfortunate about this whole thing, right? Because they build up Saudi Arabia as bringing their biggest guns, and nothing against Bobby Lashley by any means, because I agree with Timo. I think he was a phenomenal WWE champion when we were in the middle of the Almighty era. But Saudi Arabia is going to need to see Brock Lesnar there, first of all, and second of all, as the WWE champion. So I got Brock Lesnar retaining here as well. Nothing against Bobby Lashley. I really want to see him win this, honestly. I think the story will be told if Bobby Lashley does win. I think Tim's going to get to it. Inside of BA is probably going to get to it the way we're going with this. But I hope that's not what's going to happen, because it is what it is.
It's too predictable.
You don't got to do that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the title versus title, you should have already built that, in my opinion. If you're going to have a title unification match at WrestleMania, and I'm jumping ahead, but damn it.
Not happening.
I don't think it's going to happen at this point. I think if it was gonna, there would have been already enough seeds.
As an insider, I can confirm to you it's not happening.
Good. I don't want to see one champion at this point. Brock Lesnar wins.
Dan the man in the comments.
What?
Dan the man's in the comments. Welcome to the comments. He's got Brock Lesnar retaining against Bobby Who.
Ooh. There's so much disrespect being put on Bobby Lashley's name.
I love Bobby
That's what
Lashley.
bothers me.
This second run is so much better than his first run.
Who?
Bobby Lashley.
You could say the same about Brock Lesnar, though. This is probably the best Brock Lesnar we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Right? They finally gave him a mic.
Streak. That man broke the streak.
Hey, streaks are meant to be broken. Fuck The Undertaker. All right, let's get into the other title match now.
All right.
Roman Reigns, the Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief. He's been the champion for 550 fucking days now. But he's taking on the man that he hasn't proven that he can beat yet, Seth freaking Rollins. And for the record, I hate the fact that they're calling him freaking Rollins now. There's no need for that. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But we have ourselves a potential match of the night. These two guys, they led the Shield alongside Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, and Rollins mentioned him on SmackDown a couple weeks ago as well. So a great story built between these two. I'm really excited to see it, but I'm going to stick with what the plan has always been, and that is not pick against Roman Reigns until the man actually loses. So I'm going with Roman Reigns retaining here, and finally getting the big win over Seth Rollins.
You know what?
Do it.
I don't give a shit anymore. All right, I'm going against the plan. I'm going with Seth freaking
Say what you
Rollins.
just-
Okay, Insider BA. I see a lot of rumors. Read a lot of things, and a little bug might have got in my ear. A coworker in his plan. But listen, I read a rumor a few weeks ago that said the plan is for Seth Rollins to become champion. Don't know when, but he's going to be the main event of night number one. Because night number 2 is going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for whatever title that they have. I don't know what's going to happen. Saudi Arabia is around the corner. But hey, if you have the opportunity, Seth Rollins is undefeated when it comes to facing Roman Reigns. They've hyped this matchup so well. And even though Seth Rollins is on Monday Night Raw, everyone's kind of jumping around. Big E, who like Montez Ford, Street Profits, Rey Mysterio. I don't know I don't know where's what. But all I know is for my plan to keep on going, keep on rolling, baby. We're going with Seth freaking Rollins. I'm probably going to regret it because every time I go against Roman Reigns, it never happens. So,
Wow.
IBA, man.
and I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Dan the man just agreed with me. He said, I'm going with Seth freaking Rollins as well. Let's go.
Wow.
Turn the comments off.
So I'm also sticking to the plan and not picking against Roman Reigns until he loses. He might lose tomorrow or tonight, but I'm not picking against him. I think Roman Reigns wins. I really enjoyed this feud because Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, their history goes way back to the very beginning. And Seth Rollins knows how to get into Roman Reigns' head. He knows how to pull at those strings. And these two have both been great on the mic. Been a great build-up.
No,
But Roman Reigns is winning. I don't care. Going back to what Insider BA said, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania because that's been the plan forever. And if one of them has to lose the title, because I don't think it's going to be title versus title, that's why I picked Bobby Lashley, because Roman Reigns is not losing the title. And it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for Roman Reigns' title at WrestleMania. And you'll just have to keep listening to how that's going to unfold.
I got another anonymous comment going with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, you got it at this
You got to
point.
go with Roman Reigns.
It's Roman Reigns a bust. Especially with the fork in the road with Saudi Arabia. Something's gonna happen there where maybe Bobby Lashley becomes champ. I just don't see why you would have Roman Reigns lose to Seth Rollins after such a monstrous run, plus multiple legends or whatever Royal Rumble can happen. It's just gonna go crazy. He can have so much more, like Edge. You can have somebody in the mix.
I hate to interrupt you, but I have some breaking news that has nothing to do with wrestling, but has everything to do with the New England sports. Tom Brady is retiring.
Wow.
It is official. He just announced he's done. Wow.
Wow.
Way to steal our thunder, Tom Brady. We're in the middle of a podcast. Couldn't you wait an hour?
Man, hey, I got to break the news. I'm the insider. Come on.
I'm yelling at Tom Brady, man. I know what's going on.
He won his first Super Bowl against the Rams, and then he goes out and loses to the Rams. It's like wrestling. You go out on your back.
You got to put the next man over.
Wow.
Dango, you had Roman Reigns, right?
Of course.
So only BA's got Seth Rollins. So man, this is it. Now,
I can tell you right now, I'm going to lose the pay-per-view, so it is what it is.
hey, you go with your heart. It's all about Seth freaking Rollins.
You know what your heart is near? Your chest.
All right, guys. So now we got the Royal Rumble matches left: the Women's Royal Rumble and the Men's Royal Rumble. Before we get into that, for anybody tuning in, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button if you're watching us live on YouTube right now. If you're listening to the audio, which will be up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys hit us with the like and the follow on that. Leave us a review. Hit us with the 5 stars, man. I mean, we're here for you. We're here to talk wrestling. We love talking wrestling. And yeah, so Royal Rumble, the pools, we just did the drawing of what numbers everybody got on the women's and the 2 men's Royal Rumble pools. Real excited for that. Real excited for this Royal Rumble match. Eat both of them themselves. We have a lot of bonus questions within them. So what we're going to do is we're going to name off. We're going to start with the Women's Royal Rumble. And we're going to go through each of the bonuses as we go through and then come to our picks at the end of it. Does that sound good, guys?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
Rock and roll,
fantastic.
baby. So we got like what, 23, 24 women announced now for the Rumble.
Something like that.
We still have some surprises and all that haven't been announced, and we'll get into all that. But first question that I have for you guys, who will be entry number 1 or number 2?
So do we just pick one person or is it
Just one.
just one person?
Oh, I
Okay.
thought it was 2.
Oh, I picked one.
I picked 2 just in case.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I'll
I say
pick.
we go with 2. Damn it.
Let me write it in. Go ahead.
Double your chances.
I'll go first. Don't know which order, but I believe with the whole Sonya Deville and Naomi storyline, I think Naomi will be coming in at number 1 and number 2. She can hang in the ring. She's gonna be a good Iron woman. But as far as the other competitor with that, we just had the matchup last week, Naomi versus Charlotte. Charlotte said, I'm going to win this Rumble and I'm going to choose who I want to face at WrestleMania. So why not? She's just like, oh, wow, everything's against her. Bang. You know what? She's coming in number 1. We got to see that entrance. We got to see those fireworks. Okay. We got to feel the glow. So Naomi and Charlotte are starting the Rumble.
So I had no idea who would come out first or second. So they're both completely guesses. I went with the hot hand, Liv Morgan. She's been getting a decent, she's getting some decent time lately. Been a good couple months for her. Let's get her in the Rumble early. And number 1 or 2 also, just because, maybe she's not going to be there very long, or maybe they want to get the pop out of the way, is Mickie James, because, they got her coming over from Impact or Ring of Honor, right?
Impact.
One of those.
Impact.
They got her coming through. I feel like you're going to get her in early, get the pop going, get her in and out of there, go back to your own
Do you think she
organization.
comes out with the title?
Damn right.
No,
Damn right.
Oh, ooh.
I don't think so. I think that's one of the stipulations. Vince said, fuck no. I'm bringing you in from Impact, but you ain't showing that title on my show.
Oh, Mickie James said on Twitter, so we'll see.
Mickie James also said she got her ring gear sent back to her in a fucking black trash bag. And now the bitch is back in the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And
Money
ain't care about
talks.
what she said
Money
back then. I don't care
Money
what-
talks.
Money does talk.
My 1 and 2, not in any particular order. I got Aaliyah and Natalia because
Oh, yeah.
who cares about them?
So Leah, what is it? Leah 316? Is that what she's doing now? She
Uh,
really-
9 or 36. When how she? I don't know. I don't know.
That's one of the exciting things about the Rumbles this year for me, too, is they haven't announced who's going to be number 1. They haven't announced who's going to be number 30.
Thank God, man.
There's so many things that we don't know going into both of these Rumbles.
That's what makes it better.
I'm throwing a dart here with my my number 1 or number 2 for the Women's Rumble. I've got Naomi for the exact reason that Inside of BA said, the whole feud with Sonya Deville. I think she screws her over by making her either 1 or 2. And my other one, I'm just throwing a dart here. I'm going with Lita.
wow.
She's been announced for this Rumble. She wants a piece of Charlotte Flair. So I think Lita's going to have a great showing in the Women's Royal Rumble. And I have her coming in super early.
I just feel like she's a Vayot guy. Like she just can't. She's not gonna be this last towards like the 20s. You know what I'm saying? But Dan the
And
Man,
to our non-
Charlotte and Mickie James.
And to our non-Portuguese listeners, Viliot means Viliot means Holt.
All right. Our next bonus question here. Who will be in the ring the longest? So who's your Iron Woman of the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble?
It's gonna be Charlotte Flair, man. She's gonna run this Rumble. All right, it's revolving around her, unfortunately.
Man, since we don't know the numbers, it's just another dart throw. I like the theory that it's going to be Charlotte because that's a good guess. I wish I thought of it because I went with Bianca Belair. I just feel like she's the young horse in the division. She's the young horse in the company, and she can carry that Rumble by herself if she wanted to.
Well, this is a great piggyback segment for me because long as in the ring, I got Lita. She's gonna be that old lady's gonna stick around.
Oh, that Vayot.
I'm following Sue. I've got Charlotte Flair as the Iron Woman this year. Now let's piggyback off that. And who will be in the ring the shortest amount of time?
Let's get that 24/7 shit out of my face. Dana Brooke, peace.
Damn.
Damn.
Gonna run
Another
around
ge-
the ring and eliminate herself because of the title. Watch.
Another guess, but I doubt it's gonna hit. I went with Zelina Vega. I don't think she's gonna last very long.
Queen Zelina, right?
That was an easy one for
Gotta
me.
go
That
right.
was
You
one of my-
gotta announce her.
that was one of my 1 or 2 picks. So I got Aaliyah being thrown the F out from Natalia because that's
Shortest in the ring, you got to
great shit.
I wouldn't be surprised, tagging off of Dana Brooke, that she does lose that 24/7 championship in this Royal Rumble.
In the
somehow.
Rumble.
1000%.
You hate to see it, but my shortest in the ring, I'm going with Carmella. I know she has been injured as of late. There's been BA. I'm very surprised you didn't go with this one. So she's hurt, but she is the women's tag team champion alongside Queen Zelina. But I've got Carmella in and out. Who will have the most eliminations? Like, who is gonna are we sticking with the theme here, Charlotte Flair, or are we switching it up with a Belair or something? Michelle McCool.
Hell no. All right. I put Charlotte Flair throwing every single damn bitch out of the ring. All right. It ain't gonna be that simple.
So this one I also did not go with Bianca Belair. I went with Charlotte on this one because I figured I got to go 50-50 and split my chances with them.
Yeah. I went with Bianca Belair. I think she threw out 8 women last year. Or,
Yeah, something like that. 2 years ago. I already forget.
here we go now.
I'm going with Rhea Ripley here. I think this is an opportunity for her to try to get back on the right track. I mean, I've been talking about this during my weekly podcast. She has just fallen into, in my opinion, irrelevancy alongside Nikki ASH. The feud, the tag team partnership was garbage. The aftermath, the breakup was pathetic. So not much has been going on for Rhea Ripley. She needs to get past that, and she has a chance to do that tonight at the Royal Rumble with having at least the most eliminations. Will she win? We'll see. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I got Rhea Ripley just fucking people up and throwing them out of that ring.
So Dan the Man, just to track back, he's got longest in the ring is gonna be Charlotte, and then shortest in the ring is gonna be Natalia. Later.
Wow. Summer Rae gonna throw her out?
Hope so.
What do we got coming on here? All right. So who will be a surprise? So obviously we have, I believe it's 24 or 25 women that have been announced for the Royal Rumble. So a surprise is anybody that has not been advertised for this Rumble. So it can be a regular superstar that just hasn't been announced, but who's your surprise?
So go ahead, Dan. You want me to go?
I'll go. So for my surprise, because I was into the vault of WWE Network and somebody that came across my screen, I'm going with Lacey Evans. I don't know anything about her injury or nothing. I don't know if she is injured. I haven't seen her in a long time.
That would be a great return.
She's ready to come back then. Been a few months.
Drop a woman's right on them.
Yeah.
So I could have went out of the box and searched for a legend or went to the library like Dango, but I think I went with the easy one. I know Maddie and BA said she's not showing up, but I think, yeah, if she's going to be there, you got to put her in the Rumble. Ronda Rousey, welcome back.
Wow.
Listen, when she actually debuted, she wasn't in the Rumble. She just showed up right after and looked at both champions.
She wasn't ready yet.
Right.
I don't think she still is ready.
Oh, she's
That's what
ready.
I'm saying. She ain't ready to be in the Rumble yet. So
She's ready.
they just called her up. They called her up. They said, we need you to make a special appearance at the Rumble. So she'll be there, but not in the Rumble.
Wow.
BA, well, who's your surprise?
So I got the breaking news this morning. If you're not following at _Insider Insider BA on Twitter, then you're messing up. But I originally had Bailey because she's probably gonna return from injury. You know, there's a lot of names. I've put a lot of names on my feed of like potential Rumble participants who are in town in St. Louis for the Royal Rumble. So go ahead and check that out if you really want to read up on it. But I'm gonna go with the breaking news. Take it with a grain of salt. But Paige has been cleared to return to the ring, just like Edge was, just like Daniel Bryan was. And what better way to bring the Royal Rumble back with the crowd than hearing that crowd go crazy for Paige? So that's my surprise.
I like it. That's not who I went with. I'm going with that. It's time to rock and roll. And we're bringing back Trish Stratus one more time for the Women's Royal Rumble to have a confrontation with Lita. So if you're paying attention, I have Lita kicking it off early. I think Lita's going to be fucking some shit up. The numbers are going to tick down, and it's going to be Trish Stratus face-to-face with Lita in the ring one more time during the Royal Rumble. Probably not going to happen, but hey, that's my surprise. That's my surprise.
The man has got a surprise entry from NXT Dakota Kai.
Ooh.
Pick.
Can't say I'd be too excited about that one, Dan. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about the final four. Give me your final four women in this Royal Rumble for 2022.
This
So let me
one.
paint the picture.
Me and BA keep going again.
We just want to. We love the Royal Rumble so much, the excitement. We're just
I
ready.
understand.
So, in my final four, I'm gonna have Charlotte Flair, of course. She's gonna be the Iron Woman. I'm gonna have Liv Morgan because I love Liv Morgan. Bianca Belair because she's the reigning champ, or we know what I mean. And then to go along, I'm gonna put Sasha Banks in there because she returned last night. How can you not be in the final four? You're teasing with Charlotte Flair and not be a potential winner, So that's my final four.
It's a beautiful thing.
Go ahead, Dango.
I got Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. Bring the noise, baby.
So I went with some similar names. I have Charlotte, of course. She's going to make it to the final four. Bianca Belair. Can she get the back-to-back wins? We'll see. Sasha Banks returned last night, so I had to throw her in there. And then, of course, my surprise pick, Ronda Rousey, probably coming in last or something, So I think she could be there in the final four.
My final four, it's pretty equivalent to what you guys got. It seems like we're switching it up on that fourth pick. I got Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and I'm sticking with it. Lita in your final four. Shit, whether she comes out first or whether she comes out late, she's gonna be in that damn match at the end. Because they've been hyping her up against potentially Charlotte.
Yeah, they did a very well job bringing her in and everything to just hype up the fact that she's still gonna lose.
Hey,
thanks for trying.
all right. Who is the runner-up and who is the winner of the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble? This is it. It comes down to this.
You guys ain't ready for this. My runner-up, Charlotte Flair. My winner, now that she's finally free, Rhea Ripley. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go, man. It's your time. Man. You don't need a tag team superhero nerd by yourself. It's your turn. You are one of the most dominant women in this damn division. Put some respect on your name. You deserve to win this damn thing. And then beat up Charlotte again. Fuck it.
That'd be good revenge for what Charlotte did to her in NXT. So my runner-up, it's Bianca Belair. She's gonna tease the back-to-back wins, and she's gonna get squashed by Ronda Rousey, just like Becky Lynch squashed her. I'm sorry, Bianca, you don't deserve it. You're one of the best superstars, but WWE likes to use you to just, hey, we got someone coming back. Put her down.
Put her down, Sally.
So I switched my pick based off SmackDown's broadcast yesterday. I had Ronda Rousey winning this matchup, but I changed that because I believe she's going to have an appearance instead. And I went with the runner-up is Charlotte Flair. You're coming in at number 1 and 2, and you're just not going to do it. Sorry. Because the winner of this matchup and going to WrestleMania is going to be Sasha Banks. Bang.
Okay. I got the runner-up here as Sasha Banks.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you remember my final four, Charlotte Flair, Lita, Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair. No Charlotte Flair in that runner-up or as the winner. I think there's a potential with her and Lita going forward there. And it doesn't mean it has to happen at WrestleMania, but it's going to happen in this Royal Rumble. Those two are going to end up taking each other out. Sasha Banks will be your runner-up. Welcome back, but you just ain't good enough again. And going back to back, I'm going with my gut. I'm sticking with Bianca Belair to finally get that moment once again to take on Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
So I didn't even touch on this, but obviously Alexa Bliss has not been announced for the Royal Rumble.
She won't be there.
I don't believe she will
She's
be.
busy in therapy right now, talking about
therapy right now. Exactly. Kevin Starr did comment saying he believes Alexa Bliss would win this match and go on to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Hey, I would like it.
So just a question for Macho Man. You said you had Bianca winning to face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
Then just going back to your previous pick, you said Ronda Rousey shows up and confronts Becky Lynch.
Yeah. Then
Wouldn't that be the WrestleMania matchup?
Nah, they'll take on each other at Saudi Arabia. They throw a couple big names in there.
The women don't get to
Big
wrestle at Saudi
curveball.
Arabia.
Who's to say it won't be a triple threat match at WrestleMania?
That is a very good possibility. I just
Ronda
think
Rousey versus Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair gets a big moment at WrestleMania again, so they can right the wrongs of when she lost in 26 seconds to Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. That's how I'm looking at it.
I like that, but I'm looking at it like Vince
That's awesome.
McMahon. Vince McMahon says, "Give me my two biggest names and just make it happen. It doesn't matter how. It's gonna be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey."
If it's going to be Vince McMahon's way, then Austin Theory is going to win the men's Royal Rumble, right?
The possibility.
Good God Almighty!
Anything can happen in the
He's
Raw
not ready.
Federation.
Dan the Man's got runner-up Sasha Banks. Bianca Belair is his winner.
All right.
I
So we
do
got
like
the
the Sasha
men's-
Banks pick.
Men's Royal Rumble. This is it. This is the last match that we have to get into, guys. Same thing will apply. We're going to go through each of the bonus questions as we're going through. Highly encouraging the interaction here that we have while we're live on YouTube. Thank you all that are tuning in with us as we go through our Royal Rumble predictions for tonight's Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Men's Royal Rumble. Let's talk about the entries 1 and 2. Let's kick it off with that. Dan, go. You're up.
I looked for the most boring two superstars that I could throw in at the side of this damn Rumble, and I concluded with Sami Zayn and Bobby Roode.
Again, not knowing anything, I just went with give me the young buck Montez Ford or I don't know Baron Corbin Overliable. That's how I went.
So happy Corbin now. I almost went with Montez Ford actually because I see the potential in him, but I got Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is going to be the, he's going to hustle his way through this whole Rumble, and then we'll see if he wins it. You wait for my prediction there. And then, you know what? Let's go with a little bit of Riddle. He's going to do his flip-flop entrance, and then, yeah, there you go.
It's fair because I think Riddle is number 1 in this Royal Rumble this year. I think he's going to have a great showing. Not going to come up short, obviously. So I've got Riddle, and I'm following along with Timo here. Just throw some Happy Corbin up in this son bitch. He's a seasoned vet too. He's been in these Rumbles before. Wouldn't surprise me one bit to see him kicking off. And yeah, I'll stick with Riddle and Happy Corbin as my 1 and 2. Let's talk about longest in the match. Who is the Iron Man in the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble match?
That's gonna go from my number 1 or number 2 pick. I got Sami Zayn. I feel like he's always just in the background of all these damn Royal Rumbles. That's why I got him in the top. I got him.
Wow.
Are you forgetting about the whole Johnny Knoxville thing?
He ain't gonna get the longest.
No, but Johnny Knoxville can definitely throw him out, so he's not the longest.
Johnny Knoxville is definitely throwing out Sami Zayn tonight.
What? Really?
No doubt.
But this is why this Royal Rumble, this is why these bonuses are so important, because it doesn't matter if he gets thrown out by Johnny Knoxville. If he's number 1 and Johnny Knoxville say 22, I got 20. I got time, baby. So when we confirm these picks, we do check out the time. We know who's the longest reigning, the longest standing in the Royal Rumble. We give you the most accurate info as we can.
According to Dan the Man, he's got Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn starting the matchup.
Wow.
So, hey,
That would kill me.
That's a very
if that happens, then I'm definitely done.
Might as well.
So for longest in the ring, I like BA's thinking. I think Kevin Owens is going to be a horse in this match. I have Kevin Owens as being the Iron Man of this Royal Rumble.
Nice. I've got AJ Styles as your Iron Man of this year's Royal Rumble. I think he's got his feud with Omos is done in a losing effort. They only ended up having 1 match. AJ Styles needs some kind of showing to kind of get him back in the talks of being I don't want to say he's not relevant, because AJ Styles, you know, he debuted 5-6 years ago at the Rumble match itself. I think he's going to have a hell of a showing in this Royal Rumble. So I've got him as my Iron Man for 2022.
did I already give my pick?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know why Tim said Kevin Owens, but
Well, you
it's like-
mentioned it last pick.
oh, it's like you read my paper, but he's also my Iron Man for this match.
Hey, huh? Wow.
Hey,
You hyped him up during your early 1 or 2 entrance. I was like, no, I know where you're going with this.
All right. So who's the son bitch that's going to be in the ring the shortest amount of time? I'll kick this one off because I just don't like this guy. And I'm all set with Madcap Moss.
You know,
Get that
I-
garbage off my fucking TV.
almost went with Madcap Moss, but I had to go with Sami Zayn because Johnny Knoxville's gonna come in, and then it's like, shit, there goes Sammy.
I feel like being the celebrity in the match, I think Johnny Knoxville's gonna maybe he eliminates Sami Zayn, but he's not gonna be in there very long. He's gonna get his maybe elimination, his one cool spot, and then see you later. Please don't hurt your head because you have so much brain damage and we can't lose you.
My pick was totally opposite, actually. I needed some more fuel for Vince McMahon. So the quickest elimination is got to go to Austin Theory.
What?
Give him some more time with Vince McMahon on TV because I like that.
Wow.
So are you following @_Insider BA on Twitter, Dan?
Of course. Just wait till my next pick.
All right, because the rumor is that he's gonna have his shining moment. He's gonna have the spotlight on him. Austin Theory is gonna potentially be in the final 6 to 4 because he's just gonna run around everyone. Apparently, take it with a grain of salt. But hey, can we put some respect on Randy Orton? Is there any respect towards Randy Orton? Because that's
Plenty of respect.
Dan the man's pick right there for longest in the ring. So
Randy Orton, that's a good pick.
yeah.
I have nothing against that. But what about we'll talk about shortest in the ring here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm backtracking.
All right. So who's gonna throw a lot of some bitches over that top rope? Is there any question with you guys? Is it Omos across the board?
I got Omos.
I got Omos.
I got Omos as well.
You hate to see it, man.
Yeah.
He's probably not even going to be. I feel like it's not going to be him just because they, like you said, they might want to showcase Austin Theory. It might be Austin Theory, honestly. But I feel like you got to go with the big man, Omos.
So
Yeah.
we can kind of tie this into potentially this next one. I mean, if someone's got a surprise as Kane, and we see some Kane and Omos face off. I mean, hey.
I don't want to see it.
Because nobody want to see it for real.
It's
But-
going to happen now that you just said it because he's rumored to be in the Rumble as well.
You hate to see it. Who is your surprise for the Royal Rumble? Because I'm not going to put that one on the record books. I'm not going with Kane for this one.
All right.
something.
My surprise, I'm going to go with the rumor. He is confirmed. I should say confirmed, but he is going to be in the Rumble. Shane O'Mac is going to run around, dance around. Austin Theory, and that's going to be your WrestleMania matchup.
Austin Theory
So-
versus Shane McMahon. Oh.
So I follow Insider BA
For the
on
love
Twitter.
of Vince McMahon.
I follow Insider BA on Twitter, so there were a lot of choices that could have gotten you a free point on this one, and I'm going with the easiest free point thanks to Insider BA. I also have Shane McMahon, not confirmed, technically rumored / it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
This is why you need to hit that notification button when Insider BA tweets, because this morning that man tweeted out a picture of Kurt Angle, and damn it, that is my surprise pick, baby. He even had the damn freaking shirt on.
Poor guy can't stand up.
So
Go!
my surprise pick
Didn't he
is
retire?
one of these guys. I'm going with an NXT dude. I'm going with LA Knight.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
one of my favorites right now. I think he's got a lot of characteristics similar to The Rock, so I can't wait to see him actually on the main roster. I was very surprised to find out that he's already 40 years old.
Yeah.
But damn, he's got potential when he hits that main roster. LA Knight, be on the lookout for him. He will be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble tonight.
I like it.
Doesn't it feel like 40 is the new 20 in wrestling now? It's so wild, dude.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm 32. I don't want to shovel because I'm gonna blow my back out. These dudes are pulling from ladders and shit. Fuck, man.
Let's talk about our final four. And again, so many questions with this men's Royal Rumble. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had a real tough time picking out a final four myself because I'm trying to stay away from the fact that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns could potentially be entering into this match in some way, shape, or form, right? And I'm sure you guys will dive into it further. I'm staying away from that story. Here is my final four. I've got AJ Styles, Sheamus, Damian Priest, and the following is shouted out to the enforcer Nate Cordero himself, John Cena.
Oh my god!
For the men's Royal Rumble. Let's go.
Look at that.
Wow. So I went with some of the some of the usual suspects and big names. I went with AJ Styles. I feel like AJ Styles, he's involved in everything. I got Big E making an appearance. Maybe he's gonna be the runner-up. Maybe he can win this all. Give him back his moment. I got Kevin Owens because he is already gonna be in there the longest, so he's gonna make it to the end. And sorry guys, the final four don't matter because this guy's, I'm spoiling it, gonna win it all. You already heard my theory leading up to this. Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, you went that route, son,
I went
bitch.
that route.
That's some bitch.
That's some bitch. I stood away from the whole. I didn't stay away from it, but I'm gonna hedge my bets and not put all my money in one basket. But I got the rumor with Austin Theory potentially being in the final four. I got AJ Styles, of course, and we'll touch base on why I haven't made my final four. Kevin Owens, the Iron Man, is gonna be in the final four. And then I had to throw another SmackDown guy. Actually, no. I had Big E, but they got traded to SmackDown, so I lost complete hope in him. So I took his ass out and I replaced him with Sheamus.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to the fella.
Liverpool.
A big fella. My four as follows: Big E, Kevin Owens, Omos, and Dan the Man. I got some respect for that boy, Randy Orton. That is my top four.
See, you know what's tough about breaking down the top four? Because I'm sure you guys are thinking the same way as me. You're looking at these entrants that are officially in, and you're like, man, no way they're going to throw 4 Raw guys as the final four, right? Which is kind of what you broke down there. But when you look at the talent on SmackDown that is in this match, who else can really be in that final four that has any hope of winning, honestly? Yep. And this goes back to, I don't care what anybody says, Monday Night Raw is still the number one show.
That's the go-to. That is everybody's
flagship, baby. It's the flagship. So who's the runner-up? Timo, I'll have you go first because you've already kind of said that. Brock.
I've already kind of spoiled it. I have the runner-up being Big E. I feel like, guess what? The WWE loves to do this. You lost your title to Brock Lesnar earlier. Guess what? He's going to throw you over that rope. We're going to make damn sure everyone knows Brock Lesnar is the guy. Look, this is all about setting up WrestleMania. Night one, I already told you what the main event of night one is going to be. It's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch for that title. And night two, it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for Roman Reigns title. I don't think you need to do title versus title because I feel like fighting for the title, someone fighting for the title switching hands, or just retaining the title is a bigger moment than just title versus title. So while I do think that's cool, I just don't want to see that at WrestleMania. So Big E, runner up. They make you think he's going to have his moment. They make you think he's going to get revenge on Brock Lesnar, but no, sorry. Not happening.
That's great that you have that because I almost have it that way as well. I got Big E being the runner up. But damn it, how can you just put Kevin Owens aside and act like that man doesn't deserve to win the damn Royal Rumble? So I have Big E as a runner-up. I got Kevin Owens as your Royal Rumble winner.
Wow. Here is your prize for signing a contract with us again. The Royal Rumble. Wow. That's a hot take. I don't know how I can follow up on that. I'll tell you how I can follow up on that. Because I mentioned that John Cena is in this final four. But damn it, he ain't going to win it. I have John Cena as my runner-up. Unfortunately for him, because his story is he's trying to get back to WrestleMania one more time, right? And everybody thinks it's going to happen. And John Cena is going to be the one that wins the Rumble again. People are either going to be happy or pissed. The same shit it's always been with John Cena. But he's going to come up just short. And the winner of the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble is the man, AJ Styles. I'm going with him.
Wow.
He's going in a new direction. They've been really building him up. He's been having great matches, even though he lost to Omos. I kind of hyped it up earlier when I mentioned that he's going to be the longest in the ring for me. AJ Styles, the one thing that has eluded him in his WWE career, and he has killed it since he's been there for 5 or 6 years. I forget the exact year that he debuted, but
2016.
What is it? 2016?
Going on 6 years.
15?
16.
2016. So this is his 6th year, right? This is the one thing that's eluded him in his career. AJ Styles, because this Rumble is so up in the air, in my opinion, I think someone like AJ Styles coming out on top It's a feel-good story. I think everybody would get behind him leading up into WrestleMania against whoever the champion is going to be, whether it's Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, or even if he goes up against Roman Reigns. I mean, I don't know what the man's going to do, but what I do know is he is going to win the 2022 Men's Royal Rumble.
So, Maddie, I love the pick. Would have went with it, but I got to stick to the plan because I disrespected him earlier. But before I go into it, Dan the Man has Big E winning this matchup and last eliminating your AJ Styles. But I disrespected the man earlier, and I'm going to respect the tribal chief. Roman Reigns is going to lose the title, enter the Rumble, and be like, hey, fuck you all. This is my show. This is my main event because I'm going to give you the bonus already for who opens the show. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Roman said, if I don't end the show, I start the show. He's going to start the show and end the show. I just gave you both bonuses. Match closes the show, the Men's Royal Rumble, because Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, stands tall at the end of this pay-per-view as he should be as the tribal chief. And I'll tell you right now, he's going to go to WrestleMania and he's going to whip Brock Lesnar's ass and take whatever title he has. Book it.
Wow. Is he going to start another 500-day reign?
Absolutely. He's going to face The Rock next year in LA.
My God. My God.
I don't hate it.
I don't even
Probably
know.
not going to be right, but you know what? This is why we watch.
Wow, I like that. You got me, but in reverse with the titles.
I just don't know. I just want to continue on this real quick, but I just don't know why you guys are still on the Big E train. What is it about Big E that is enticing you to say that he is going to win this Royal Rumble? Because I think
He was my runner-up. Did
What?
I give him runner-up? I'm sorry. My runner-up's AJ Styles. He was my runner-up until he got traded to SmackDown last night. I was like, you know what? They're done. He's done.
I was entertained by Big E's run. It wasn't the best run. They didn't give him the best opponents
They
and
really didn't.
the buildups, and like that's not his fault. But what really sold me was that live event we went to when after it ended, him and Seth Rollins went at it. He was having fun with the fans. He's a fun guy. I feel like if they let him do that more, that kind of stuff, just be more like he's hard to tone down his character, but I still feel like they're limiting him to what he could really be as a champion because they want their champions to be serious or have this image. No, you let Big E have fun, be I don't want to use this word, the people's champ, because it doesn't mean that, but I want him to be the fans champion, the fans. Let the fans of Big E experience all of Big E as champion. Don't have him watered down. That's why I kind of like him. I do like Big E.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
do like
fan
him as well, but
myself.
he's done.
I'm a fan myself. I feel like what he has done to get to where he is now, I feel like the WWE office is throwing him a bone by letting him go, letting him be the runner-up. That's why I made my pick. I said, hey, this is a treat. You're not going to be in no main event anytime soon, but we'll get you. We'll make it seem like you're going to, and we're going to throw you out.
And going back to my picks, I had, you tease that, does he get revenge on Brock Lesnar? Like if it's him and Brock Lesnar at the end, a little bit of a tease, but they're not going to do it.
No. So that brings us to our last two questions. BA already hit on his picks. We'll have you reread them real quick for the record books, but what will be the opening match for this year's Royal Rumble?
I have Roman versus Seth Rollins.
I have Brock Lesnar versus Big E opening it up.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley. My bad. I'm already
No,
thinking
you're on
ahead.
the Big E train, man. I understand. All aboard.
My bad.
I'm piggybacking off Timo. I got Brock Lesnar and Big E.
I'm upset at my pick now that I'm looking back at it. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep with what I got. I got Becky Lynch and Doudrop opening it up. Yeah, I know. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
Get that out of the way.
I should have followed suit with what you said, BA. If Roman don't close the show, he opens the show. I think that's probably what's going to happen, unless he is going to close the show. It doesn't necessarily mean that the Royal Rumble is going to close the show.
I originally had the whole Brock versus Bobby too, but hey, I'm sticking to the plan.
Yeah.
Right?
What is closing the show?
At first, have Roman. I got my matches all mixed up. I had Roman Reigns closing the show, but I don't think so because you need that moment at the end when Brock Lesnar wins the Men's Royal Rumble.
I have the men's Royal Rumble closing the show. It's the
Isn't
name of
it
the
hard?
pay-per-view.
Isn't it hard not to pick the men's rumble, like to be the last? But
What's all
like,
about?
that's what I'm saying. But
That's
at
what
the
it's all
same time, I believe there have been pay-per-views where the main event was not the rumble,
Plenty. Yeah, there's been plenty.
and who Roman can be that guy to kick that back off again. But I did go with men's rumble because it's impossible. But it's there.
So for the record, I have the men's rumble also closing out the pay-per-view, but was it last year that it was the women's that closed out?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
But Bianca
Men's
winning?
kicked off last
Bianca
year.
winning it. But
Yeah, Bianca Belair won to close it, right?
no.
Drew McIntyre winning was the closer of the show. Was
Yes,
it?
because he eliminated Brock.
All right. Well, we might
I'm
have to go
sorry,
back
that
and
was
look
2
that
years
up.
ago.
I don't know where I am anymore.
Edge closed the show. Edge won and closed the show.
Oh, okay. Are we just combining Royal Rumbles and just mixing them all up at this point?
Yeah.
What year are we in again?
We're in 2022. In 2021, Edge and Bianca Belair won their
Okay.
respective Rumble.
Edge.
Oh,
2018 was the
Edge won
first
last year. That
women's-
bastard, huh? Wow, that crazy.
first women's Rumble ended the Rumble in 2018 because Ronda Rousey showed up at the end.
So I almost went with the women's rumble to close out this show. If they're gonna have Ronda Rousey come back in the rumble, I think she is gonna be the closer of the show. But I'm sticking with the men's rumble. There you have it, guys. Royal Rumble predictions are in the books from the Smack Talk team. Guys, if you're following along and you watch this live on YouTube, thank you for following along. Make sure you hit us with the subscribe and turn on those notifications. So every time we're live, you're getting that notification that we are live. And again, the audio will be up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts shortly. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am the Macho Man, Matty Savage. Alongside me today, I had Tim O, I had Dan Go, and Insider BA himself, who dropped some rumors throughout the show. Enjoy the Royal Rumble, guys. This is my favorite pay-per-view. Thank you all for tuning in as always, and we are checking out.
Yeah. Peace.
Good night, America.